We are back, episode 72, live from the homes of Clay and Edmondson.
Yep, we're getting settled back in from the 5-day long gone to North Carolina. I guess that's going to be what we get to talk about tonight.
Heck of a trip.
Yeah. Casey's not here yet, but he will be joining in shortly. And so we're going to start the show off like every other show and talk about our main sponsors.
Favorite sponsors.
Always. Oh. Yeah. Look, he's wearing
the
polo. Moon Golf. We got to always bring them up. We went and saw them right before we took off to North Carolina to get our final pieces of the puzzle. We got geared up with the balls, grips, gloves. We got everything we needed to head up there for a wonderful trip. Anytime you need to get something that you're missing in your bag, check out Moon Golf. They will have it undoubtedly, whether you're looking for a replacement club or an upgrade. I think we're getting real close to the time of the year where a lot of people are going to be looking at getting some upgrades, some
Christmas upgrades.
Yeah,
I already got mine in mind.
You said wedges, right?
I want some new I want cowboy wedges.
Yeah.
I think they look great, and it's where I think I'm gonna move more of my bag to Callaway.
Yeah.
I think they're performing on tour, and I want the same action.
I headed down there a couple of days before our trip started. I was thinking about getting some new grips put on my irons, and while I was in there, I was checking out the 3-wood, the Paradigm, and I had it in mind.
Mine.
Yeah, I was tempted to swing it. I didn't have time, but turns out I don't need a 3-wood.
You do not.
Best club in the bag by far right at the moment. But maybe we can talk upgrades later on. I'm sure there's something I need to check out.
I told Germ and the guys at Moon Golf, I'm hoping our relationship with Moon Golf grows for 2024.
Oh yeah.
That's my personal goal. More growth, more contribution from us.
We've got
I wish there was a way to track the amount of people we've sent.
Oh yeah. I tell people let them know that, yeah, and let them know that they heard about them on our show, but I don't know if it's going to get them any money off, but I think it's always a good thing hearing from us.
I think it would be one of them things. It'd be nice to know we're actually making a big difference for our partner, Ann and Dan.
I believe we are. They believe in us. We believe in them. They got good stuff for us, and we couldn't have. I don't know if we could have really made this trip possible without them. So we'll just jump right into it. I was gonna try to give a summary of the entire trip, but I guess without giving too many scores away, and I'm sure people will be able to tell how we played by how we talk about some of the courses, but
yeah,
we'll just try to summarize what we thought about the courses and stuff like that. I'll just go over for anyone that doesn't remember, we haven't been here in a while. This is maybe 3 weeks without a podcast episode.
Yeah.
So
we were prepping for it, and then last week we were gone. So
yeah. So before we started the trip, we decided that we were going to do a handicap based tournament between the four of us, and that would be. We took basically our handicap versus the courses that we were playing, added them all up, and then started ourselves under par, kind of like the how the FedEx Championship does at the end of the year. Zach had the lead at the beginning of the trip. I think
Mm-hmm.
you were around 78 strokes under par. Does that sound right?
Sounds like not enough.
Well, you were an 18 handicap coming or going into the trip. And then next was Casey. I think he was around. Hang on, I've actually got to pull it up right here. Casey started at 64 strokes under par. Jeremy was 54 strokes under par. He was playing off of a 12 handicap, and I was a 10.4 handicap playing, or I started at 43 strokes under par. So I was in last place at the beginning of all of these rounds, and we had 4 rounds throughout the whole trip that counted towards this score. Our first course, which we got up extremely early for after making a what time did we get to
Extremely
the
late.
hotel? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, after we ate and everything, we were there. It was like 1 o'clock before we went to bed.
Yeah, and I think me and Germ stayed up later than that, talking maybe like 1:30, closer to 2 o'clock.
Boy, I told Case, I said that was a mistake. We should have just got McDonald's or something and went to the room. I was so tired.
I was surprised that there was any restaurants even open because that was Wednesday night. We rolled in at like 11:30. There was one restaurant in town that stayed open till 12
Even
o'clock.
Waffle House was closed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what needs to be stated. Even
Yeah.
Waffle House, out of all businesses we wanted to visit, Waffle House was closed.
And then we got up at what, 6 o'clock, a little after six
6, yeah.
o'clock. Yeah, to make to our 7:30 tea time. And then probably one of the coolest mornings of the trip. I think it was probably like in the high
And
50s.
breeziest.
Yeah, it was windy, maybe like low 60s. We got to the Longleaf Golf Club and started our trip. I would say that when we started, we were cold, just like the weather. We got no range time. It was pretty much dark when we got to the course. So that didn't help. You'll see
Yeah.
that in the video. Not sure how much drone footage we got at this course either because we were trying to play quick. We were the first group off, so we were trying to set the pace.
Yeah, and when we went to fly the drone, we got like the warnings that it was a locked airspace. I guess it was a airport closed, so we
Yeah,
couldn't get but so much.
you got the sniffles too.
Yeah, they hit me yesterday. I went to urgent
Ooh,
care, got checked out. They said it was just like a cold. So I'm
there it is.
sniffly up in here.
So yeah, it hit me Saturday morning. I got the
That's where I think
sniffles,
it
and
come from.
yeah, I probably gave it to you, and I didn't go to work yesterday. I felt so bad.
Some of us don't have that option. I had to go to work.
Yeah, I was like, let me take one more day. Casey, we were just talking about. We really just started off, kind of recapping the whole trip. Talking about how early we had to get up to make our tea time for Longleaf.
Oh,
Um, the even Waffle House was closed the night before, so we didn't get into bed until about 1 that the next morning. Had to get up maybe 4 or 5 hours later.
yep. First thing Zach told me that morning was, I regret going out to dinner that night.
That's what I told Brady. I said it was a mistake. We should have put a higher value on sleep.
Yeah, because that half a chicken sandwich that I left in the fridge was not worth it.
Dang.
But no, so we start with Longleaf.
Yeah, I haven't really described anything about the course yet. I said that we started off cold, just like the temperature, because it was pretty breezy and chilly.
Yep. First thing I noticed was, well, everyone noticed was how fast the greens were at Longleaf.
Lightning.
Let me get this right.
Probably the
That's what
quickest of all the courses we played.
I would agree with that. Very, I think we said it at some point, very fields like at times. Sometimes The Fields does a good job of it's fast, and then sometimes it's not as fast. But uh, this was as quick as the Fields when the Fields is like tight.
Yeah,
I guess
I
we
I think
agree.
should.
this was faster than the fields. I feel like when we play at the fields, you kind of expect it to be fast. And even after 2 or 3 holes, we still couldn't judge anything.
Yeah, it very quickly made me think twice about when I'm around the green. Even if I'm 5 yards off, I probably need to putt this instead
Yeah,
of chipping it. um, the course, though, looking back at it, oh, look at that! Look at that sweater. We got the cradle in here. Got the cradle.
Oh, let's see her. Katie, get on camera.
She said, "Wow, what a reaction." Um, the course was very, I don't know, it wasn't anything special. It was more Carolina Pines, South Pines, whatever it's called, than the other courses we played, which we'll get into in a minute.
Southern Pines.
Southern Pines, but I love the sand cart paths. I love the wispy grass.
yeah.
Grass.
Hmm. Unless
Loved
the
all
ball
those
went in
characters.
there, then it was a different vibe.
That's true. That's very true.
I like
Uh,
that course was kind of like our first introduction to all the sand cart paths. Like
mhm.
kind of you'd start on a concrete cart path like normal, like around the tee box and stuff, and then once you got into the fairway, you just like rode straight out into a bunker, and that was
Yep.
something different that we don't have anything like that around here.
Mm-mm.
Imagine if we did. If Taylor was like, let our let's start doing this.
I think the fields could do it. They could incorporate it.
That would be cool. Um, we also got a first glimpse at as we were coming down. I don't remember what hole it was. The little par three course, Brus, what was it called?
Bottle brush.
Bottle brush, which we'll talk about in a second. We got a first glimpse of that bottle brush, and over there around that hole was the little, I guess, like a horse track, which me, Zach, and Jeremy all found the horse track. I think me and Jeremy both found our ball. Did you find yours on that hole, Zach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeremy didn't find his
Jeremy didn't find his. Me and Zach found ours. Um, a
because we
lot
both
of
went
room.
less than driver.
Yep, a lot of room on the course, if I recall. We should tell everybody we played triple bogey max. So
Yeah.
Should have been
read us
double.
up. Yeah.
If we went double, the score outcome might be different.
I do have, when we get to Tobacco Road, I've got a lot to talk about. I need the people to answer some
Oh,
questions for me.
All
we're
right.
gonna need
Yeah.
footage with these talks.
I'd have to
We'll
dig through and find it.
yeah, we'll try to hurry through these next two courses because
Um,
the next ones were owned by the same I
yeah.
guess group. The Talamore course and Mid South. They were like literally side by side or maybe across the street from each other pretty much. We played
10 out of 10 quality
for
courses.
sure.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like those two courses set up more for people like I feel like maybe the RTJ style of play, where it's
Hmm.
not too like you didn't have all that wispy, wiry grass. I think Mid South had a lot of it on the back nine, which was nice. But a majority of it was kind of that resort style golf course with kind of like manicured bunkers and stuff like that, which was enjoyable to kind of you got two different aspects from what we saw at Longleaf to those two courses.
Yeah. Favorite thing from Talamore, which is of course we played next, when we pulled up, loved the vibe of us sitting on the balcony and 18 green being right there. You getting to watch people finish, which was fun for us because there's what are those called, pot bunkers, the sod. Had a guy stuck in it, tried to get out, couldn't get out, ended up having to go backwards, then sculled over the green almost into the other bunker. Um, so I love that whole situation going on there. Where were you at?
How was the birthday party, Mitchell?
um, so super neat course, Tallamore. Trying to think.
Had the llamas. We had the llamas
Had
out
the
there.
llamas. A little more
Llama.
less Southern Pinesy to me. Brady shot career low. Was that a PR?
Yeah, yeah,
PB, I mean.
that's right.
Um, 70, what, 77,
Eight,
78?
78. Yep.
78, which threw off the whole scoring system. Um, Nobody accounted for that in this handicap stroke system. But
Yeah, we were all
Brady,
thinking about
You
just
would
playing
almost
like to
think
our
he was
handicap.
sandbagging.
that's a good observation. Uh, but that was our 36. We did 18, 18. And then the next day we woke up, we went to Mid South. Both of these rounds were, we didn't pay this, but over $200 rounds of golf, these courses.
Would have been
Um,
worth it for the
yeah,
course, for the
got
condition of it.
got to Mid South, and just beautiful course. You every lie in the fairway was perfect.
Yeah,
It was almost. I told Brady it reminded me of like it was like so spongy.
Oh
I
yeah,
felt I felt like how the Purcell, like the last like three holes with the Georgia grass, kind of how the ball just
Yes.
sits up. I felt
yep.
like when
Hmm.
you were in the fairway, you had that kind of lie almost every time.
That was a fun round. When I was looking back at some of the footage today of the drone footage, 18 was such a cool hole because 18 green shared with 10 green, um, and had the rocks lining it all the way over the water. I love a shared green like that.
Somebody hit those
Um,
rocks too.
yeah, the whole with the match on the line.
I was
He hit
about
him
to
with the
say that
match on the
too.
line.
A lot of these rounds at the end like came down to like some of the last final shots to see who was going to score the
It
best. Because
did.
we also did a like a best ball or four ball, and we had random pairings on each course. So that was another little like mini challenge that we had going on, and a couple of these came down to like the last hole just to see who was going to take the victory.
Yeah. What was it? Longleaf came down to 18.
Yeah.
'Cause me and Jeremy got on there. It was super fun. And then, so we left Mid South, went that night and went back to Bottle Brush, correct? Bottle Brush?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Played the little 6-hole par 3 course, looped it 3 times. Jeremy lost the score, which put me in the running with Brady. Hopefully, that was a good score for me for the flag. And pitch black, and it comes down to a little playoff hole between Zach and Jeremy, and me and Brady got the flag. Where are they on display? I don't see it.
The that one's up there. I haven't figured out how to hang this one yet.
Oh, okay. So then the next day, Tobacco Road. This was the day we've been waiting for. Um, Here's the situation. Let's just jump into it. Everybody, that stuff was expensive. You didn't want it anyways. I think a jacket was $250. Um,
Yeah.
we got some swings in, a few swings, and usually the rule of thumb is if you have time to warm up, there's no breakfast balls on the first tee. Usually. So we go to the first tee. We go to the first tee. I go first. I hit a drive. I'm safe. I don't know who went next. Maybe Zach. Jeremy gets up. First drive, pulls it left into the jump. Immediately reloads to second one. Okay, so
Left
usually
in the
that's
junk
fair
again.
for the most part. I don't know about a range. Yeah, I don't know if a range time if it is fair, but again, these words come out of Zach's mouth. Bro, hit till you hit the fairway. So Jeremy grabs another ball and tees off a third time after hitting the range. The scummy part of it is he proceeds to make par on the hole after taking 3 shots off the tee box.
Hey,
That's scummy.
I hit the fairway, and then my next shot I laid up because this is par five to start off with. Laid up on the next shot because you can't see the green from like there's so many hills in the way. You don't know where the green is. So
Mm-hmm.
laid up, then I hit on the green, and then I proceeded to 3-putt to make a bogey. And then when we got back to the cart, I saw Jeremy write down a 5, and I wrote down a 6, and I was like, really?
I know.
Really? I was like, okay, I see how this
And
is
so
going to be.
he beat me by 2 strokes for the day. So realistically, he should have made a double or a triple in that hole. So I don't know. We'll let the people decide. And then we catch him on the drone. He doesn't. I don't think he knows the drone's behind him. Mitchell, there's a clip
I
of
had good
he's
drone
behind this
footage
bush.
of him and Brady.
Too good because you caught your boy cheating. The man was behind a bush, Mitch, and the drone catches him, pick his ball up, start rubbing the ground real hard to clean his lie, and then put the ball back on some fluff towards the easier shot out.
This was
Oh,
all after the pine straw gate too.
Yes. The people listening, there's another issue where me and Zach were in our cart looking up at Jeremy and Brady, and Jeremy's about to hit, and I
You just see
see
his
Jeremy
ball
pick
in
his ball up,
his hand.
and I said, Zach, I think he just picked his ball up, and Zach said, oh, we're gonna have to ask him about this, and so I asked him, I was like, bro, why'd you pick your ball up? And he says he was moving pine straw, and I was like, well, wait a minute, you can't if your ball's sitting on pine straw, you can't move it and get it off. He was like, no, I'm trying to get pine straw out from behind it. And I said, well, you can't move it to where it won't get between your club and the ball either. So we got a whole issue going on. I'm not letting
This
it
was
rest.
the round before.
After
Mitch,
seeing the
I
drone
just sent you
footage, I was a little
the
lenient.
video of the drone footage.
Oh, let's see a natural. Yeah, let's get a
we
real
need a
time
live
review.
reaction to this.
He didn't know that it was behind him. The 3 off the tee has to get brought up, and then you write a par. Are you watching it, Mitch?
I'm
We need
watching
a
it.
real time. What'd you think, Mitch?
Oh yeah, I think you're muted.
Can't hear you.
There you go.
Oh,
He's going in and out.
in and out.
I'm gonna have to post this clip on our Instagram and get people's thoughts. Because if you look at it, if you watch back on it, you can see in the ground, you can see half the ball. After he places it, you see the whole ball. That's
Talk,
definitely
Mitch.
getting.
Test it.
You forgot how to talk, Mitch?
Mitchell.
I don't know if he can hear us now.
No,
I
he
don't
needs
know.
he needs to charge some AirPods. Oh,
Oh, he didn't drop.
that video disgusted him so much he dropped out of the pod. We're gonna have to. That's
We
gonna
need
get.
to post that clip and say, "Is this legal or not?" Oh,
What'd
there
you
we go.
think, Mitch?
Okay,
What'd you
instant
think?
thoughts.
What'd you think? I'm telling you, you can see half the ball when he starts, and then you can see the whole ball. He definitely improved his life.
Well, so I guess let's go to the end of this whole. We had a max triple rule anyways, and he ended up tripling. So I guess
Well,
he
I
got
think
his karma for it.
there should have been a penalty stroke attached, a stroke
On
penalty
top
for
of that,
cheat.
So
for
he should have
cheating.
got a quad. Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's one
I've
of the
never.
things. It's the max triple playing straight. If you
The,
cheat, it can go up higher.
the funny thing is, he thought that Zach or Brady or somebody else had the camera and wasn't recorded, and he didn't know the drone was just floating right behind him.
Him, yeah, him and Brady both got caught in that bunker, so I flew it behind them because I was like, "We got it. We need some unique shots."
That's what I told you. I knew it was behind us because I told you to come over there and film me because this bunker that I was standing in was what 30
40
feet. Like
feet
I was,
high.
yeah, 30
It
or
was
40 feet tall.
huge.
Like I swung I swung a 54 degree as hard as I could and only got it halfway up the bunker.
The question is then, is if he knew the drone was there, did he think it was legal to do what he did? That's the question. But that's
You know, his old nickname
that's
was
my,
Two Club Linked Clay.
now his old pine straw clay because I think I don't know. That's my take on it. So I'm taking my L that was assigned to me on Tobacco Road by 2 strokes. I think I won by a stroke or two. If we count the three off. The three off the tee was very. If I sent that to no laying up, they would say that's very crummy. And then the
Yeah,
right par.
very cool.
But
Other than
there was a
that, what were some initial thoughts of the course while we were going around?
um,
Uh, Not a good course to have the yips on the box.
We heard from a lot
loved.
of people before we even got out there that if you're topping the ball or if you're spraying the ball, you're not going to have a fun round.
No. Loved the greens. There's two holes in specific that the one where we had to take like a hybrid off the tee, and I was short of that hill and because I mishit, then went over the hill. Then when I hit the green, that giant backstop, love that
Oh
because I
yeah,
hit it long. You couldn't even see the green. I go up there, my ball's maybe 6 feet. Brady's is like 4 feet, but it caught that hill, came back. And then
yeah,
the first hole I made that birdie on, I looked at the map, saw everything was sloping left to the pin. And you can see in the video I was watching the clip today, I hit it way out to the right and how it caught the slope and it fed to like a foot from the pin and I made birdie. But any other course, I hit it that far out right, I've got a long birdie putt. But
yeah. I
there,
feel
it
like
rolled right to the
you could
pin.
like leave a you could leave a shot out wide and let it funnel back in. Like
Hmm.
I know it had to have happened. I don't think we had any camera. I know Jeremy was holding the camera for me on 18 when I hit my second shot in, but like I thought I pulled and hooked this ball so far left, and it ended up like when I got up there, it was a foot from the hole, and I was like, we
I
couldn't
don't
even
think it was
see
even
it.
a foot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It had to have gotten the right slope and just taken it
Oh,
right
it
down
did.
to the
I was
hole.
because I was up there when it caught the left side of the green and it rolled down to it.
Yeah,
Then we had a
there.
health concern about Casey.
When
Yeah, we thought he'd passed out.
We were standing on
um,
18, and like you just didn't come up, and I was like, "Is he
no,
okay?" Or
I jogged back because
I
I remember
started to
taking
walk
my
back to look because it had been awkwardly long.
Yeah,
And you're like, "I lost my phone."
yeah, I remember walking. I remember taking my phone to that shot, and I thought I left it laid on the ground. But no, that course, any other course you play, if you hit it, you've got to attack pins to be closer to birdie putts. Here, you could hit it 30 feet away from the pin and still have a birdie look close because the greens work with you.
yeah.
That was a fun aspect. It makes golfers like us that don't hit it within 10 feet of the pin a little better because we can miss and it still ends up close to the pin.
I think also like visually looking at the course, like when you get on some of the tee boxes, you definitely get intimidated by all of the junk left and right and all of the bunkers. But like if you can just the fairways were pretty for the most part they're pretty wide. Like the landing zones, I felt
Don't tell
like
Zach that.
if you, if you just hit like a shot that you know that's going to work, it'll land out there and you'll have like a perfect opportunity for the next one in.
Like 16, it had the wave essentially on that right side. You had to play
Yeah.
it like barely 200 yards, and then you went back up left to where the guys behind us, one of the guys hit up, roll back, hit up, roll back, and hit up again.
That's
Or
tough.
luckily,
Yeah.
none of us got caught in that.
Yeah.
But 16
11.
was tough. 18 was intimidating
Oh, yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
jump.
with that big cliff wall.
Um,
I wish the drone had sound so you could hear the shots go by.
13 was such a cool hole. The road hole with a sign and like how that all you see is an alleyway with this 20-foot tall flag And then when you got these little two mounds, you hit to it, and once you get up there, you see the green is only maybe 30 feet wide, but it's so long, or I guess when you're up there, it's wide and not very narrow.
Yeah.
But that was a really cool hole too.
Yeah, the green is literally like hidden behind all of that. Like it's pretty impressive how you can, or they ended up sculpting all of
Yeah.
this.
I'll tell you this is not a
What
sponsored post, but if I did not have 18 birdies to look at, I wouldn't have hit a lot of the shots I hit that day.
some of it, even with 18 birdies, I was like, where do I aim?
Yeah.
On hole 2, when I was like, where do I aim, Casey? I don't know where it's at.
Oh
Because you
yeah,
see one pin for 3 going to the left, and I'm
that
like,
par three. Yeah,
it doesn't look like it goes to the right.
it was
I would
down
go
at the
play it
bottom of
again
that hill.
tomorrow.
It was fun, of course. I would definitely do it again. And I love how they keep to the vibe of the course. Like it's this rustic barn clubhouse. The carts are gas powered.
Yeah,
Very bumpy
everything's very
roads.
old school. Yeah.
But
I
we
feel
have to
like
get old
they
Mitch
got
back
a
out
pretty
there.
good take on it.
Let's see if Mitch, if he can drive the ball better than Zach. We'll have to see.
It wouldn't have been hard this weekend.
He shot.
No, I figured it out on the last day, but it did not
We
work
had to watch the footage
Thursday,
back frame
Friday.
by frame, and we saw what he was doing. But
I'm ready. We're
th-
getting creative with the drone.
yeah, that shot that we did on 18, we need to do that all the time. That was sick. Um,
The drive.
but these videos, if you're listening, yeah, they'll come out. We're gonna take each video, split it in two, and so they're kind of shorter. Um, really, my goal is I'm gonna try to make these under 20 minutes. It's not gonna be like our traditional video where we kind of capture every shot or only two people's shots. I'm gonna kind of piece it together where you can still get an understanding, but it's gonna be a shorter video. So a lot of footage to go through. I spent all morning this morning moving clips to where they're supposed to be and going through photos, and it's a lot of footage. I think the long leaf, uh, all the footage in long leaf, I had to move it today, and it was over 100 gigs of footage and stuff.
Ooh.
And then I imported it into Premiere today. It was which this 18 holes is 4 hours, so about 2 hours per side to cut through down to 20 minutes.
Won't be hard. You can just eliminate a lot of my tee shots,
Just do some of the other shots.
a lot of my mic time. You can eliminate.
Or just put some beeps over them.
No, just eliminate it. And just act like I wasn't there on those shots.
So we already talked about moon golf, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep,
At the beginning.
always.
Have we told the people the exciting? May have some listeners that don't follow us on Instagram about it, the new brand partnership we have.
No, I meant to throw that out there at the beginning, but I haven't done it yet.
Well, we can hit them with it in this segment of the
Lead us
video.
on.
The boys, you've seen us in our videos wearing these polos, and I've had a lot of people ask me, "Where'd you get those custom polos with our logos on them?" And they've been asking where we get them. But it's a brand called Swanee's Golf, and Swanee's actually reached back out to us here recently and said, "Hey, we see y'all wearing our polos. Do y'all want to work with us?" And we said, "Yeah, we want to work with y'all." So the BSG signed the paper literally to make us brand ambassadors for the Swanee's Golf. And here's the best part: you can go to their website. You can get they have some really cool hoodies, t-shirts,
Look
shorts.
at Mitch going right now.
Paul, he's going there. You can type in BSG25, BSG25, and they're going to give you 25% off. Not 15, 25% off.
If if there's a company out there giving 15% off, they're lame. I'm just gonna say it.
Lame.
That's a lame discount. You better get on the 25% off discount because Swanee's might be the only company that I know that's giving that out right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see Mitchell in their shorts.
The quarter zips, the hoodies, the outerwear, that's some exciting stuff. I already like the ones that we got last year. and they've got some awesome looking
Yeah, I think
like big jackets and stuff. I'm ready to wear.
I ordered a hoodie before the trip, and I got like $13 off of it because of that code. I was like, dang, that's
Yeah.
wild. And the best part is Swanee's, our number one partner, Moon Golf, sells Swanee's in their store. So here's what I want you to do:
Yeah.
go to Moon Golf. I want you to find something, buy it off their shelf, try it on, be like, man, I really love this. Then go to Swanee's and type in buy some more and use BSG25. Support both brands.
Yeah.
Help your boys out. My next purchase is when it gets a little colder. I'm getting that corduroy rain jacket type thing they have, whatever it is, the yellow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm snatching up. But Brady has the shorts and
I love the
9 inch.
shorts.
Yeah, the short above the knee shorts.
Yeah. I
No,
think
you don't need no
so.
7 inch. We've seen you in the 7 inches. How about this, Brady? How about we missed Riggs by 2 days?
2 days, man. And the crazy thing is, back like maybe a month ago, I sent him a DM asking him if he was going to be in Pinehurst like anytime during September, and he never replied. But I would imagine he probably wasn't going to tell me when he was going to be there, anyways.
As soon as soon as I saw this, true. As soon as I saw that airport thing, I was like, dude, I just saw that sign a few days ago.
Yeah,
And then him at his house, and I was like, man, we were just rode by his house. That's wild how we found it. We're just riding. We're like, oh, that's Rick's house.
yeah. I was going to post a picture of it, but I was like, nah, I don't want to be creepy.
Yeah, I don't want to be like him, be like, oh, who are these creeps? But and then he was
Yeah.
today he was posting about some restaurant or some bar in the Pinehurst little town. I was like, man, we were just walking
Did you
around that
see?
town.
Are
Did
we
you
sure
see
we
the
even missed him? He
Yeah, I
could have
think he
been there
flew
the
in
whole
today.
time.
You think that's his Range
Oh
Rover
yeah,
there?
I think so.
that video that with Portnoy and all the other guys from Barstool, they were actually at the beginning of that video. They were sitting inside that brewery that we went and ate lunch at.
Mm.
Really?
Oh, that's where
I saw our waitress in the
like
video.
cornhole.
Yeah,
Portnoy them? Is that where they filmed that? They were in Pinehurst when they filmed that video?
yeah. That when they did the one that I sent y'all today,
Yeah. Dang, I missed that. I'm pulling it up
it's like
now.
right at the beginning of the video. They were sitting in that brewing company, the
Yep,
Pinehurst Brewing
that
Company.
Pinehurst Brewing Company, best sweet potato fries I've ever had in my life.
There it
That
is.
oh, what's he about to purchase?
Oh,
I'll say $35.
mm.
And it's taking $35 off for you? That's a code right there, boys. What course did they play in this video, Bray? Does it say?
I don't know. It's got to be like Pinehurst. It's got to be like number 7 or something like that. It's one of them odd number courses. Maybe they
Put in
said
an
at the
inquiry
beginning of it.
today.
I'm like 38
Let's
seconds
see.
in. They're still showing golf highlights.
Yeah, I didn't pay
I'm
attention to
gonna
what
catch it
course they
there. I
were
want to see.
playing, but it was some pretty rough golf. I mean, if you think our golf is bad, I wouldn't go watch that video.
Yeah, I watched a clip of it, and it was not good. The clip I saw.
But I was gonna go into speaking of Pinehurst. We actually got to kind of walk around the pro shop. It's got all the history that's been there,
Yep.
all the
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Open trophies, the Ryder Cup trophy, the U.S. Women's Open trophy inside. Huge pro shop with, I mean, an insane amount of gear. Very pricey, but well worth it if you know what you're looking
Very.
for. The
Bro,
Cradle had the best gear in the pro shop, I would say.
yes. Got my
And
Roback cradle. That's what I
if you
wanted.
want the Roback drop from Pinehurst, you can actually buy it from Pinehurst shop.
Yeah,
That's the
that's it.
brewery right there.
Yeah.
Wow. We just ate there. Great sandwich. Yeah, I dropped $260 something in that clubhouse. on a
Sheesh, and
polo.
you couldn't
Katie, that
call
sweater.
Mitch.
I should have been. I
Dang.
should have called my sugar daddy and like, "Can you Venmo me some money, big dog?" Um, but I showed Zach. I didn't the cradle ball marker I got. I thought it was just a circle, but on the one side, the man sitting on the little half moon with the fall leaves, it slides out and it's the actual ball marker. I was like, oh, that's sick. So love what I got there. Love it all.
Yeah, I got one. I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but it's like really big. It's probably like the size of a $half or something like that.
The cradle one,
Yeah,
I think it's the one I got. I think you got the same one I got. And then
It's a shame we
got
couldn't get on the cradle.
let's see. Yeah, the cradle is $65. I wish we got. Yeah, that guy he slides out of there.
yeah. And then that's the back of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a little bright up
that's
there,
the one
but
I got. That's sick. Um, but I'm ready for another trip. We're taking a few months off, and then we're planning. We got to plan that next one. So
Utah, somewhere.
you out what the salt with the flat lakes or whatever it's called, the salt flats. Oh, that man got that baby on the way.
When's that baby due?
But
Oh, October, you'll be good.
you'll be good by October.
yeah, but that's not October.
That's what I'm
But
saying. He big time Monday through Friday now.
yeah,
It's sold out.
that
Mondo
cradle.
Mark.
It was the cradle with the half moon. But I think that recaps the trip. Anybody got anything else on the trip they want to say?
Um, I was gonna say bring up the Thistle Dew because we had two matches there that were
Oh
not
my gosh,
filmed, but a great putting course.
that was so much fun. Little putting course at Pinehurst, if you never heard of it. 18 holes, crazy green, and
Free.
just a vibe. Take the shoes off, walk around barefoot on the grass. There's people just with their kids, with their friends, playing it. Everybody's so friendly, laughing at each other. We witnessed a hole in one on the cradle while we're on like hole two of this will do the
Hmm.
first day.
Yeah, got the chills, man. I was like, dude, just got a hole in one. He had to go buy drinks for everybody in his group, and
No way I would.
Zach
Those
didn't
drinks
believe that
were
was the thing.
That's not a thing I would do. I would think if you hit the hole in one, everybody around should buy you a drink. Like run up a
that's a
tab
lot of
for you.
drinks. But
But I mean, could
that
you
was a
imagine
highlight.
hitting one and 40 people watching?
That'd be wild. But going back that
Hey, I
second
know
night
how
was so
expensive those
fun.
drinks are.
That souvenir cup somewhere in my house somewhere.
Yeah, I had to
I left
save
mine
it.
in the truck.
How much were those transfusions? Were what, $12 each?
$12. They got their money's worth out of everybody. They're making a killing over there at Pinehurst.
That's
Hmm.
what that's what one guy said in the I think in the Mid South Pro Shop. He said they're just printing money over there.
Oh yeah, he's right. Um,
They'll be the host of the U.S. Open next year.
yep, we're
We
excited.
need
So
to get back to play number 2.
the next,
Before
I
we
was gonna say the next 8 weeks, you'll be catching. If you go over our YouTube, you'll see videos from basically now to the end of the year. You'll see videos from
Yep.
this trip on our YouTube page.
Before we head out, I was just gonna get y'all's last thoughts. What was your highlight of the trip?
Going home after my driver not working.
um,
No,
shoot,
mine was just playing super high quality courses. It's always nice. Like points good. It's worth what we pay for it most times. But when you get to the big ones like that, it's like, oh, I feel like if you played those type courses all the time, your scores would just trim.
Yeah,
hmm mine was playing good at Tobacco Road. Like that made it fun, enjoyable. I was scared I was going to just shoot a crazy number out there, but that was fun. And then the whole Pinehurst, just walking around, seeing the history of it, shopping in there, the this'll do. Like even not playing a single Pinehurst course, it was still fun being there. It's taking it all in.
My favorite thing was probably just like being in the town because it didn't matter where you were. Like, even if you weren't on a golf course, you were still surrounded somehow by golf. Like, the history was all around you. You knew that, like, the people who started that town were golfers and they were all had the same idea and they wanted to build this big resort. And, like,
Hmm.
you could tell by the way the community reacted to all that. Like, that's where people go to experience like the most golf courses in America, and it truly shows. And then obviously playing I would say the most like intricate golf course in America, Tobacco Road. Like, it's just
Yep.
one of the craziest designs you'll see anywhere.
Hmm.
So that was really awesome. And then we all feel like we all played pretty well there and had some good shots and some really bad shots, but we knew that was coming.
Got to get back and play the Pinehurst courses.
For sure.
Got to do that. But
We'll
I
do
think
it in
about
January before that baby comes, so Mitch is good.
hey, this fall we got to get that special rate at Purcell Farms again, boys. We got to get out there and get that'll be our first banging video for 2024. We'll get a
I'm
2v2
with
match
it.
or something going.
Hooray.
That's it for episode. Boy, I don't even know what episode number this is.
72.
72. Almost on the way to 100. Big celebration of 100. We're giving away Mitchell's F-150 at 100 episodes. So make sure you like and subscribe. Big one right there. I don't know. If you do, it's a giveaway. That's it
Like,
for the pod.
subscribe. I'm out.
See ya. We out.